So, you signed your new lease?
I couldn't. I was declined for bad credit.
You pay your bills?
Yeah, I'm pretty good about it. Not perfect, but pretty good. But apparently, when I moved out of the other place at the end of last school year, my credit card company kept sending bills to my old address.
So, you forgot to call your credit card company?
No, I did call, but I guess it didn't go into the computer or something because it turns out they were sending bills to my old place for months that I didn't know about. So now I owe a pile of interest and all those payments.
Oh, what a mess.
It is.
Look, I had the same thing happen to me too, except it was for the electric company. When I moved back home after school, they sent me a letter like months later telling me that I owe for all these electric bills, even though I didn't live there.
Wow. I mean, what did you do?
Well, I explained to them that I didn't owe because I moved out. Now, the collection company kept calling. I fought with them, and they kept having people call me all day and all night trying to collect. Now, my father, he called and tried to straighten it out. Went on for a long time.
Are they still bugging you?
No.
Okay, what did you do to get them to stop?
Well, turns out there are laws to protect against that kind of harassment.
Joanna, hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, Linda. I'm okay. I keep getting these phone calls.
From whom?
The hospital. They keep telling me that I owe them money for my surgery, but I already paid. And they call me late at night and even call me at work.
Why don't you just send them a copy of the canceled check? They deposited, right?
Yes, but now it's in collections, and the collections agency and the hospital don't talk to each other apparently, and now they're threatening to sue me? I mean, I could understand that if I didn't pay, but I paid.
That's kind of what's happening with me and my deadbeat ex-husband. It turns out after the divorce, he kept using our old joint account, racking up bills, and not paying them.
Oh yeah, that sounds like good old James. That's why you divorced him, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to stop after the divorce. Why am I still responsible for paying his bills?
Are you really responsible?
I don't know.
How did they get a hold of you anyway? I thought you had moved since the divorce.
Well, they're like bloodhounds. They must have asked around and tracked down my employer.
They can do that?
Well, they did, and they won't stop calling. I even turned the whole matter over to my attorney, and they still keep calling me.
Is that even legal?
Good question.
Excuse me, I overheard you two talking about debt collection. My friend and I were having the same discussion.
Really?
Yeah, and I learned a few things that might be helpful.
Such as?
Well, if you owe money personally or they claim you owe money for credit cards, car loans, medical bills, mortgages, and stuff like that, here's what I found out the hard way.
Okay.
Okay, so a debt collector can only contact you at convenient times or places, such as after 8 in the morning or before 9 at night, unless you tell them to otherwise.
So my collector is already breaking the rules.
It's been known to happen.
But a debt collector can't contact you at work if you tell them not to.
Well, what if I hired a lawyer?
Well, if you tell them that you have a lawyer, they have to call your lawyer, not you. And if you don't have a lawyer, a collector can contact other people only to find out your contact info. And they can't keep calling other people to find out your information either. Just you, your spouse, and your lawyer.
That's good to know.
It sounds like the ones chasing you are really off base.
So if they're breaking the law, can she sue them or something?
Yeah, but if you owe money, you still owe it. The law doesn't let you off the hook if you actually owe.
Yeah, but you can stop them from harassing you, though.
Right. But you have to contact them at least once and see if you can resolve the matter.
I guess that's reasonable.
I mean, it's cheaper than hiring a lawyer.
Yeah, but if you don't work it out and you decide that you don't want the collector to contact you again, you have to tell the collector in writing to stop contacting you.
How?
Well, by writing a letter simply saying they must stop contacting you. And once the collector gets your letter, they can't contact you again except to let you know that they or the creditor intend to take specific action like filing a lawsuit.
Well, what if you really don't owe anything?
Well, the debt collector isn't going to go away just because you say you don't owe the money or all the money they're claiming you owe. You have to request for debt verification.
So they have to prove that you owe them the money.
Yeah, sometimes they can't, so that's the end of it. And sometimes when they look into it, they discover the mistake.
Oh. What if the collector is breaking the rules and contacting you?
You still have to respond to the legal papers. The law doesn't allow you to ignore them.
Well, I'm glad we bumped into you.
Hey, sometimes we have debts we honestly forgot about, and debt collectors remind us of that, sometimes properly, sometimes not.
Gee, thanks. Do we owe you anything for this advice?
I'll send you a bill.
For more information regarding debt collection and other consumer-related issues, please visit the New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs at www.njconsumeraffairs.gov.